All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you're watching this video, then you maybe saw the last webinar workshop that I did on creating your own website. This is part two, which is e-commerce, all e-commerce and starting your own online store on Squarespace. A lot of people tuned into that webinar just for this. So I hope you learn a lot from this. And if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out. But I'm going to show you how to make your own online store. We're going to add a few different types of products, and I'm going to show you how to set up your bank account so that when people do buy from your store, it goes straight to your bank account so you can start selling your own products. Here we go. So we're looking at my personal website just because I have login access. I decided to not use any of my clients because that would not be cool to show the back end of their own website, but I don't mind showing you mine. So to start your own online store on Squarespace, it's very simple. You go from the main pages here, or from the main login area. You have your pages, design, commerce, donations, analytics, settings, and help. We're going to start with pages. Click pages. Then we're going to add a new store. I'm not going to add an actual store because my site is live right now, so I don't want to mess it up too much while people are looking at it. So I'm going to go down to not linked. I'm going to click the plus icon right here. This brings up the different types of pages that you can create. Today we're creating an online store, so just click products and bam, there you go. You have an online store. Let's call it something. How about store? It's intuitive. Great. So this is our blank online store. There's nothing there. We need to add some products. I'm guessing that you'll probably figure out that it's quite easy to add a product by just clicking this plus icon. Again, that's what I love about Squarespace. It's intuitive. It's simple to figure stuff out for your own, but I'm here to show you how to do it quickly without having to spend a bunch of time like I did back in the day. All right, so there's different types of products you can add. You can add a physical product. So that's a package that you actually have to ship to your client or to your customer. There's a digital product. That's something that people can download using a secure link, and the file lasts for 24 hours after the first download. It's important to remember that. And finally, a service. So people can hire you for your services rendered, and you don't have to ship anything. It kind of like cancels out the shipping on this, but don't get digital and service confused. Make sure if it's digital, it's an actual product that someone can download using a link. So it's something that you're going to provide to the customer. So I'm going to show you. It's going to relate to web design for today, but relate it to cleaning or car, auto maintenance, or I'm drawing blanks on services right now, but you get the idea. All right, let's add a physical product first. Click physical. This brings up the product window. And so here I'm going to go through all of this stuff. The basic items are on the first page here where it says item. So I'm going to have to name my item. But first I'm going to show you what the different kind of items we're going to upload are going to be. So I'm going to open up my Finder, and I show you here we have some products ready to go. So first we're going to do a t-shirt. So maybe you're a band and you're selling some t-shirts as some merch. Then we're going to do an ebook, which is the digital product, right? That's so someone can download it. They have a link and they can download it, and then they have access to it 24 hours, and then it automatically expires. And then the service would be, web design for today. That's the most relevant for me, so it's easy to talk about. But try to, take all of these as templates and kind of apply it to whatever you're trying to sell. So let's start with the t-shirt. I have a couple different colors. I'm going to show you how to show the variants and different options that you have for each item. So let's start with this gray shirt. There it is. Cool. So there's two ways to upload the picture. You can either do it from here where you click upload images. It'll bring up your computer and go to my desktop. I have this folder, and you can pick as many pictures as you'd like. I'm going to do just one for now. So I'm going to pick gray t-shirt. Takes a second to upload, and there it is. So I have my t-shirt. Now, it's important usually to upload multiple images of your t-shirt, especially if there's different, or of your product, especially if there's different types of the product. For me, I'm going to be selling 3 different colored t-shirts, so it's important to upload all the different types of products that people can buy so that they can see it before they buy it. or maybe it's a bunch of images of just one product. So like the back of this shirt or someone else wearing it or someone wearing it while they're skateboarding or I don't know. So I'm going to show you the other way to upload the picture, and that's by drag and drop. So I'm going to take these other two shirts, blue shirt and green shirt. Yeah. Select them, hover over the images area, drop it, and it uploads like that. I think that's a lot faster, especially when you have multiple images than doing one at a time like this. But you can also select like this and then select a bunch of pictures like that as well. Total preference thing. All right, so we got to give our product a name. Let's call it um, awesome t-shirt. There's a dash. We'll get to pricing and everything later on. We're gonna add a little basic about this product here. So this shirt is super comfortable. Meant for men. Women love these shirts too. And I only say that because there's guys wearing this shirt. Maybe I want to do, a women's shirt line as well. But today we're just doing this shirt image because it was the first thing I found. Okay, cool. So next thing up is these categories and tags. So what are these? These are basically your area where you're going to categorize your online store. So maybe you're selling a bunch of different things. When you create categories, it's going to create these custom tabs where people can click and they can say like, all right, I want to filter this by t-shirts or hoodies or hats or blankets or towels or whatever you're selling. And then you have a bunch of different types of t-shirts. And I categorize all of those t-shirts with this tag right here. It's going to filter only t-shirts when I click that button. So that's why it's important to create these categories and for other reasons down the road. But for now, general rule of thumb is don't leave anything blank on all of this stuff. Try to fill it all out. And I'll show you what everything means. So let's add a category. We'll call this t-shirts. We'll just call it shirts. Shirts. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to do some tags. Tags are like lower level categories. You can add more of them and you can add a bunch of them that relate to the product that you're selling. It's important because you can use this to also further filter products down the road. So I'm going to go uh, poly, or let's say, well, they're cotton t-shirts. There's a green, there's a blue, there's a gray. What else? They're for men. And we'll leave it at that for now. All right, cool. So now pricing and variance. Don't worry about this hidden. This means this just shows whether it's scheduled or whether it's published or not. Right now we're still working on it, so we're going to call it hidden. But once we hit that save and publish button, it's going to go live to the store and this will change to visible. But I could do it immediately right now if I'd like, or I could schedule it. I could be like, I could put on social media, say, hey, new product dropping next Monday at 12:30 p.m. So I could schedule it and say next Monday at 12:30 p.m. Or you can say X amount of days from now, right? So that's pretty cool feature. So I could either click pricing and variance here or up in the tabs, I can click pricing and variance here. Now, this brings up the back end of the product. So this shows the SKU, right? The number of the item. I worked retail for a little bit, not sure what SKU means, but maybe you do. SKU basically is just like a code for the specific product that people are buying. And you'll see once we add different sizes and different colors that it'll add new SKUs. So I can custom name this if I want. I can go TS for t-shirt 0001, or I'm going to call it 00, or let's call it TS. Maybe this is the first t-shirt on the line, 001G for gray. You can name it whatever you want. It doesn't matter. They usually keep it nice and short. Pricing. Okay, let's say this shirt is $20. Pretty typical price. But I want to set a sale price, like a global sale price for when I want to throw this thing on sale. Let's say it's on sale for, let's be nice. Let's say $12, right? I put it on sale. If I click that button, it's going to show what the price originally was, and then it's going to show what the price is now when it is on sale. We will keep it off sale for now, but I'll show you how it changes once we put it back on sale. Click out to get out of that. And then stock. This is important. If it's a physical product, you will have an inventory, right? Maybe it's unlimited. You can click unlimited and you know that. But maybe, if these are actual t-shirts and I'm getting boxes of t-shirts to my house, I'm going to want to set the quantity that I have available so that I don't oversell and someone buys it and I can't send it to them and have to issue a refund, which I will show you how to do as well. So, quantity in stock. I just got a box and I have 53 of them. That's a random number, doesn't matter. Okay, weight, dimensions. This is kind of cool. This is like for when when we get to the shipping of the product, you can see that you can set the weight on each product, and then as people check out and add items to the shopping cart, it'll automatically calculate the weight of the order in itself. And if you choose to charge people for shipping based on the weight of the product, that comes from this. So it's important to fill that out if that's the choice you're going to do. A lot of people do a flat rate for shipping, so it kind of skips this and it doesn't really apply. But if you're doing it by dimensions and weight based on the kinds of boxes you need to use, then this is going to be important for you to fill this out. I like to tell my clients, like, why not fill this out? Is just more information and more data for the customer. But if you don't know it, you don't have to put it in. Now, we have that T-shirt, right? But we have 3 different colors of it. So how do we add a separate color or a separate variant? It's very simple. Up in the top row right here, there's a little plus icon. You click that plus icon, and it says Edit Option. What's the option name? So example, color, size, style, material. Well, I'm going to call it color. Save the option, and then I'm going to type in the color here, gray. Cool. So I have gray. Now, what's another variant that you might have for t-shirts? Sizes, right? So let's add some sizes. Let's go. Let's click the plus icon, and we'll call this extra small, XS. Save the option. Oh, sorry, I totally screwed that up. That needs to be called size. Save that option, and then we have extra small. All right, cool. Now, so we have 2 variants with 3 shirts, and we're gonna do, extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and double XL. So it's gonna have a bunch of different kinds of products because each product is its own thing, but it's all within this one product that we call Awesome T-shirt. So let me show you how to duplicate these and then add some, different prices for different things. So let's add another one. So we're gonna click this plus icon right here. So this is a new item, TS002G. Or to be more specific, let's see what we changed first and then change that SKU. So let's leave the pricing for now. Let's leave the stock. We're going to keep the color to gray. So we're just going to do all the sizes of gray first. So we're going to go small. All right. And I'm going to change that again. And just for sake of time, I'm not going to change these SKUs, but you get the idea. Then this is medium. This is large. This is extra large. And this is double XL. And you can see when I click that plus icon, it immediately duplicates the previous item. Okay, now I want to change the price of the item based on the size of it, right? That's not very common for a t-shirt. That'd be kind of lame, but I have to show you how to do it in case you actually have a product where, a different variant changes the price of the item. Maybe it's jewelry and someone picks a regular ring, but they want to add like an extra jewel to it, or maybe gold plating or something. And that's an upgraded cost, and you need to add that price. This is how you do it. So you pick that new item that you added based on that variant, right? Let's say anything larger than large, we're going to change the price. So XL and double XL adds, I don't know, $10, or it adds $10, right? So it's $30 and on sale for $22. That's really steep. So I wouldn't obviously do that, but I'm just showing you how it works. And double XL, let's say that's $32 and on sale for $24. Cool. Now let's go through and change our inventory. Let's say, small, we only have 12 of these. And then medium, we have 100 of those. Large, we have 200 of those. XL, let's say we have one of those just for fun. And double XL, let's say we have 30. I'm going to change one of these to actually out. So I'm going to say small is out, 0. This was for later on. Okay. Now, so we have our gray, right? Now, I want to do the same thing for blue and green, right? So I'm going to add this, but I'm going to add another one, but I'm going to call this blue, right? And small. Or sorry, extra small. Go. Got another one. It's going to duplicate as blue and extra small. So it stays as blue. Now I just change the size. Small. Blue. Medium. Blue. Large. Blue. Extra large. Blue. Full XL. Right, you probably get the idea by now. Keep in mind though, I didn't change the price, and so it's changing the price of the blue shirts to the last price I made, which was the double XL, $32. So you'd have to change the price. Make sure whatever you want to duplicate, all these settings are ready to go, and then you can just change one variant at a time. So I'm going to do that for the next one because otherwise I'd have to go through and fix all of these. I'm not going to do it now. Last shirt is green, right? Green shirt. We're going to add that next. Here we go. So I'm going to set the price. I want these to be regular. So they're $20 and they're on sale for $12. And we're going to change this to green and sorry. Here we go. We have our green shirt initialized, ready to go. I have 30, let's say I have 25 of all green shirts. That way, when I hit the plus icon, duplicates it. $20, 25 green shirts, color green, size extra small. So that's the only thing I have to change now is this to small. One more. Right? 20, 25, green, and medium. $20. It'll be the same sale price as you'll see. Green and large. $20, green and XL. One more. $20, green, double XL. And just for fun, I'm going to show you. I can add whatever variant I want of a certain product. Right? I'm going to add quadruple XL for the big guys. Green one only, right? That doesn't apply to the rest of them. I would have to add two more. I'd have to add one uh, for blue and gray as well. All right. So we got it all initialized. This is your grid now. So if you want to go through and say, okay, and that's why the SKU is important because like here, this is a lot easier to see. Oh, this is a t-shirt 01 green. I might change it even more to say like t-shirt extra sorry, gray extra small. Right? That's a lot more intuitive than SQ5268345. Right? Try to make it something descriptive. It's easy to not do that because it gets a little cumbersome to change all of these as you do it. But create your own system and roll with it. All right. Let's move on. Let's keep going to the tabs and I'll show you what it looks like after. Go to additional info. I'm going to make a page, which I'll show you in a second. I'll fill it out here, but when you see the online store, you're going to see all the different products. When I click that one product, it'll pull up that product page, and whatever I put here is going to be on that page, along with the option to add all this stuff to the cart. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So grab my lorem ipsum placeholder text. Let's do a couple paragraphs. This is a great plugin for those web designers out there. All right, I'm going to copy and paste my lorem ipsum. Maybe I want to add another, gallery of those pictures, like a carousel, right? Same concept. I'm going to drag and drop these pictures. That's just my preferred method, but a lot of people use the upload images button instead. and we'll apply it. Cool. I'm not going to set the gallery or anything. That's not what this is about. And I want that to be up top. You'll see that this is redundant because the pictures that I put here already exist on the product page, but I just want to show you what it looks like. And then what's great about the product pages and the blogs and the events, right? When I add a new blog and a new event and a new product, I can add anything that you can add on a Squarespace page, any of these blocks, I can add in a product page. So maybe you're selling a CD, right? And you want to add some audio. You can add the audio there if you want to do a little clip of your CD for your band. You can add buttons, right? Maybe you're selling tickets. You can add a video if you're selling a movie. You get the idea, but you can add all of this stuff. If you're selling tickets to a show, you might want to throw a map in there. If you're selling, uh, yeah, tickets to a show again, you have a calendar and you can show like different dates that are popping up. You can even add Amazon products. You can add a donation box. You can add pie charts and line charts and bar charts and your social media feeds. It's pretty great. So one thing I would say that would be really helpful. Let's say I'm going to add an Instagram block, right? I have my account connected regardless of what this says, and I'm going to show 6 items, right? This it pulls up my personal Instagram feed, but what I would do is something like this where I go, uh, maybe show 3 items per row, make a little grid, and then if your Instagram account is connected, you can upload pictures of your say if it's an online store, your brand, you can pull up all your images that are linked to your brand on that product page and, maybe drive some more traffic to your Instagram feed, which is a good thing to do. So yeah, mess around with those. Try to fill this out as, you know, as much as possible because later on we're going to duplicate it and I'm going to if I have 25 products that are the same page, then I can just duplicate this, but instead of, taking the time to do each one, I'm going to take all my time to make this one page look really really good and then duplicate it to save a bunch of time. Next up is form. We're going to get to that when we get to the services product, so we'll skip that for now. Options. This is the thumbnail image. So automatically, Squarespace is gonna pull that first image right here as the thumbnail image. If I don't wanna show any of these, then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna add a new image, and I'm gonna I don't have another one set up for that. I'll do it later. But if I added an image here, it would override that first image and pull this thumbnail image from options. The store URL. This is where you can set the URL that's up in the search bar up here. I can change that. Right now it auto generates based on the product title. So I wouldn't recommend messing with it, but if you are anal about your URLs, you can change that yourself. Custom add button. So normally it's an add to cart button, but if you want to get fancy, you can change it and you could be something like uh, throw it in my cart. Exclamation mark. I wouldn't do that. I think it's tacky, but you can come up with something clever and it might be nice to differentiate yourself from other sites. Keep in mind that people are typically looking for a button that says add to cart. This might be weird for them, especially when people are putting in their credit card information. Convention is important. If I click this as a featured product, I can on my homepage I can upload a block that pulls only featured products and maybe I have 25 products and I have 3 of them featured this month. I go through my products and I'm like, this one's featured, this one's featured, this one's featured. Then on the homepage, I have a block that's set up with text that says this month's featured products, and it pulls anything that's checked right here. So that's pretty cool too. Finally, social. So if I wanted to announce a new product on Facebook, LinkedIn, Tumblr, there's a bunch of others. I just have 3 set up right now. Then I can do that straight from here. I don't have to post the product, go to Facebook, copy and paste this link to this product. I can do it all from here. So you can see that there's some conventions that you can use, like the %T, the %A, and the %U. Let's see if I can get it closer for you. Maybe not. You can see %T is the title of the post. Percent A is the author of the post, and percent U is the URL, so it's there. Right now, the convention is percent T, which is the title, percent U. So I'm gonna go like, "Hey, check out new product." Percent T and percent U. That's literally what's gonna show up on Facebook when I post. When I click this published, it's going to say, "Hey, check out my new product." It's gonna show the post title. I haven't saved it, so it doesn't know the post title yet, but it'll say "awesome t-shirt," and then the URL. Same thing with Twitter, same thing with LinkedIn or Tumblr. It saves a lot of time on your social media game. So, sorry. So take advantage of this block and post new items through here, and it'll you'll see how much time it saves. It's great. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not selling any awesome t-shirts today. Maybe later on. But yeah, let's go back. It looks like we're all set up, ready to go. Let's see what it looks like. Press save. Now it's not gonna show because, like, I have it scheduled. Remember when I was showing you how to schedule something? I'm gonna double click my product in my store, brings it up, click scheduled. I'm gonna go visible. All right, it's ready to go. It's kind of funny because you don't know this is happening right now, but if you did, you could go to nicarocco.com/store, and you'll see that there's an awesome t-shirt for sale. So this is what it looks like on the page. Obviously, it looks crazy. It's like way too big. And there's that carousel that I made with the Lorem Ipsum text. Um, I would style this up, and I'll show you how to do that later. But right now, the functionality is there, right? So they go to awesome T-shirt from the store, right? Here's that categories. We'll get to that in a second. They click awesome T-shirt, shows the title, shows the price from $20, right? Because there's different variants that depend. It depends on what you're choosing. So I want to pick color blue and the size extra small, $32, right? Because I didn't change it. Let's say gray, large, 20 bucks. And I want to do, it has a quantity button, so I can say how many I want to throw in my cart. And I want to pick 9. And then remember that custom add to cart button? I changed that here. And so now it says throw it in my cart. It should say add to cart, but I wanted to show you how to change that. Uh, Really quick, I changed that little excerpt. This is a super comfortable. Oh, this shirt is super comfortable, meant for men, but women love these too. Remember that? That's where this shows up right here. But you can use it in other spots as well. Finally, some social sharing icons. So if I wanted to share this product on Facebook, it's going to pull up Facebook, and then I can, as a user, I can say, "Oh, this is a really cool product. I think everyone would love this," and post about it, and it does it automatically from Squarespace. But it also has Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. So yeah, let's add these to my cart. Throw it in my cart. Boom, they're added. I don't have my cart shown because I actually don't have an online store on my personal website, so it's not going to show up here, but it's there. All right, let's go back. So I have awesome t-shirt created. Again, what I would do if you're going to do a bunch of different kinds of shirts with the same sizes and the same color variants, it's probably just going to be sizes because maybe they're screen printed shirts and they don't have different colors. Then instead of going through that and doing this, where I add a new product and I go physical product and I go shirt name, right? And I add the images and I add the categories and I add the excerpt. I add a new variant, which is size, right? You get the idea. It's a lot of extra work. I have to do this all over. Instead of doing that, take your time to work on one product if you have similar products. Double click that product and hit duplicate. It's a nice feature that Squarespace added for us so that we don't have to go through that anymore. I hit duplicate and it brings up copy of awesome t-shirt. And check it out. I have my excerpt, I have my categories, my tags, my images. I have all my pricing variants, right? So I go through here and maybe I don't have a green version of this shirt, I'm gonna just delete anything that's green, right? Then change the title of it, and maybe we call it "Not So Awesome T-shirt" because we don't have green. I don't know. Save and publish. Awesome T-shirt, not so awesome T-shirt. Let me show you real quick how to change the thumbnail image. So I want to change this to the not so awesome T-shirt. I'm going to remove the current thumbnail image and I'm going to change it to the green shirt. This makes no sense because I don't have a green T-shirt. I took it out. Uh, Maybe that's why it's a not so awesome T-shirt. It'll show you if I refreshed that this will change to green. Maybe not. It'll show up on the store though. So if we go back to my store, we'll have two products now, right? So we have the gray awesome T-shirt, not so awesome T-shirt. If I click not so awesome T-shirt, select my color, I only have gray and blue choices available because remember I deleted all the green options. I only have two choices available, but I still have those same sizes because I duplicated that first product. Change the quantity, put it in my cart. There we go. Oh, and this is good too. It'll auto validate and say unable to add item. Please select the color and size options. So that way people have to choose what variants they want. Want gray and medium, four of them. Throw them in my cart. Added. Cool. All right. And there, Squarespace, depending on what template you're using, has different features for the online store. This one has like a back to item button on the top right. This is like the next item. So that's kind of nice. Okay, cool. Let's add a digital product now. So I'm not going to duplicate these because it's a completely different item. So I'm going to start with a new product. Click the plus icon, choose digital. All right, so you get the idea. I'm going to blast through this now that you know the basics of this. So I'm going to add some images. So I know what I'm adding first. I'm going to add an ebook. So I wrote a book and I want to sell it online. Other digital products might include like an album, right? You're a band and you're selling an album. Maybe it's a PDF of like an idea that you typed up and you want to sell that. Maybe it's tickets, right? And you sell them as digital copies and you send them over or you make them downloadable as a PDF. This is the way to do it. But I'm going to sell this ebook with this picture to start. All right, so it takes a second to upload. While that's uploading, I want to show you a resource that I love for stock images. So my current website, I use a bunch of different images that you'll see, and people ask me where I get these images. I didn't shoot these; these are not mine. But there's this really, really nice stock photography resource out there called Unsplash, and you can type in any kind of topic like dogs, and a bunch of these photographers uploaded their high quality images for free for you to download. They ask for you to credit them. You don't have to. It's nice to do so, but I love this because if you don't have any content of your own, you can use this. And I decided to roll with like a light kind of thing for this iteration of my website, and I found them all through Unsplash. All right, so hopefully that's loaded now. Let's go back. Cool. So I have my ebook product image right there, ready to go. I'm going to call this how I'm going to call it ebook. How to start an e-commerce. So the same thing I'm teaching you now, I'm going to make it into an ebook. And I'm going to make a new category. It's not a shirt, right? So I can't categorize it as shirt. I'm going to categorize it as ebooks. I'm gonna tag it. Squarespace, e-commerce, online store, um, great read, whatever you want to tag. I'm gonna make a little about this ebook will teach you how to build an online store. Cool. All right, let's add one more image. I'm gonna add this ebook too. Great. So that's uploaded. Silly little stock image I found on Google. Now let's go to the pricing. So this now instead of where you see the variance, right? There's not you can't I can't choose a size or um like a version of this book. You only have one. You have one choice. And so I'm going to upload a file. Maybe my ebook is right. Say this is a PDF ebook 2. It's not, it's an image, but let's say it is. That's my ebook. I'm going to open it and it's going to upload to Squarespace's server. So that's on their server. The ebook is on there. What's the price of the ebook? Let's say $50, right? Sale price $43. I am going to say it's on sale, and that's it. So I can't change any variants like I could with the physical product, which is a cool feature, so that it's a digital product here. I'm going to add some info like I did for the t-shirts. Maybe add like a video, right? Maybe I made a video that like talks about the ebook. I'm gonna add that there. So I click add video, add a video URL. Has to be from YouTube or Vimeo or something else that is applicable. And maybe I'm gonna add like maybe it's on Amazon as well, and I want to sell it on Amazon. So I click under commerce. I just do Amazon. If you start typing in the Amazon product, block will start to actually look through Amazon's API, which is their all their data, and show all the different kind of books that come up. Right? There's just it's not complete, but it'll start to show it. Right? Like e-commerce. First one. Say that's my ebook. All right. It would be really silly to add this to my online store, uh, because I'm trying to get people to buy it through my online store and not through Amazon, right? I just want to show you that you can add anything to this page. Form, we're going to skip that again. We're going to wait for the service. And instead, we're going to go to thumbnail image. We're not going to change it, right? I already added one and I'm happy with this first one that's going to pop up. So I'll skip that. I'm not going to do a custom add, or yeah, okay, let's say add ebook to cart, right? I can customize it a little bit. Call it featured product, sure. Social, again, if I want to blast it out, throw those on. And when I hit that publish button, it is live and it is posted on these social media platforms. I will not do that. Let's click save and publish. There we go. We added another product, my ebook, How to Start an E-commerce Store on Squarespace. Great. We are so close. Let's do the last one, which is service. And then after we do this, I'm going to show you how to connect everything and get your money. So we click service. I selected new product, right? And I click service. So my service is going to be computer help, whatever, web design. I'm going to fix your computer. We'll change some different variants to show you. Select that first product or that first picture, which I found on Unsplash. Great resource. Okay, add a new category, right? So this is going to be web design. I want to add another one though, and I'm going to say computer help. Right? Maybe you have a product that spans across 2 categories, right? It's not going to be just web design. It's going to be computer help. I'm going to offer help with your hardware as well. So I'm going to click both of those. I'm going to tag it. And I'm going to say like Squarespace, coding, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, e-commerce, right? There's that tag because I had that e-commerce tag on another product that pops up here as well. Cool. So if I add that, by the way, to add tags, you type the tag e-commerce and then you hit the uh, comma and it would add it to there. I already added it, so it's not going to throw it in there. Let's add a title. Title is web design. Sorry, let's make it a little more general, right? Computer services. Really boring, but it's okay. And I'm going to add in the excerpt block. I'm going to say um, web design and hardware. You would want to make this a lot more detailed than I'm doing. I'm just doing it for sake of time. But fill this out. Usually, between 2 to 3 sentences is plenty. All right, pricing and variance. So I have my SKU. I'm not going to change that. I'm not messing with that today. This is going to be so. First of all, I don't have a stock, right? I don't have a stock. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm only going to say I can only do 3 websites per month, and then once that's gone, it's gone. It's like I have all my time slots are booked. But I want to offer unlimited services so I can build as many sites as possible. So I click unlimited, and then I'm going to click that plus icon to add a new variant. What's my variant going to be? It's going to be the type of service. So today, this is going to be type of service. Save option. Under type of service, I'm going to say web design. Pricing. Let's say everyone asks me how much it costs to make a website. I'm going to keep you guessing. I'm going to say $1, right? And it's on sale for 50 cents. True. Don't come to me asking for a site for $1. And it is on sale, 50 cents for a website. Killer deal. Cool. I'm going to add another product, and I'm going to say this type of service is, I'm going to say upgrade RAM, right? Upgrade the memory on your computer. I can do that. And that product is going to be $1 million. I don't know who would buy that. And it's not on sale. It's $1 million. It'd be awesome if someone actually bought that right now. And then one more service. Let's say graphic design or like logo design. Oh, sorry. I added a new variant. That's not what I want to do. I want to add a new product or a new type of product to this product. Logo design. By the way, what I just did, this is a quick trick. If I hit enter, it'll add new product for you right away, which you don't have to click that plus icon. So if I knew that I had 25 different variants of t-shirts, that's a really fast way to do it. So don't mind me while I delete these real quick. I'll fast forward it. There we go. Okay. I do want to say that I'm only going to do, or no, I'm not doing. Let's say I'm not doing logo design this month. I'm out of that. So I put the stock to 0, right? Because I want to show that I do logo design, but I'm booked up and I can't do it. And you'll see what it looks like in a second. Additional info, right? This is my page, so I'm going to add some, about to it. Read about it. Bunch of text. And one more image. There we go. There's a guy working on his computer on the roof. Unsafe, unpractical. All good. Okay. And then I want the text to wrap around it. This is going back to the basics, right? Drag it, hover over the text. Being finicky with me right now. There we go. Drag it until that box hovers up, and then I can drag and resize that. Keep in mind, you can style this text however you want, right? Maybe I want a header here. It's just like a web page on Squarespace. I want a heading one here, and I want this to break up, and I want this to be a heading 3. There we go. Here's where the form comes in, right? So maybe I want to create a new form for my clients to come in, and I want to say, let's create a new form. So, uh, computer help, whatever you call it. Add a new form field. Okay, so I want that person's name so that when they're checking out, they're going to be filling out this form, right? And when you're making a form, I don't know if you're familiar with doing this in Squarespace, but it's really simple, right? You click the form field that you want, you type it in, name or what's your name, the description, you know, your name. Uh, is it required? Yeah, I need to know your name. And then some other things, right? I might get their email address. I might get, and I that has to be required too. And then I want to get like how many pages will your site be? And then each line is a separate option. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus. I'm not going to make that required though, because maybe they're not doing a site. So I'm going to say in the description, only if chose web design. That way they know. Here we go. So I have my basic form. I'm going to save it. Now what's cool is I made this for my webinar last week, and it saves it there. So if I want later on, I want to be like, I want to use this form instead, or I want to use this form instead. This is site wide across all of your products. So if I make another product that has a similar request to have a form on there, then I can use this. I can use this down the road, and I don't have to recreate that form every time, which is really helpful. Options, I'll keep those as they are, and I'll save and publish. There we go. We got computer services from 50 cents all the way to $1,000,000. All right. Now let's see what this thing looks like on in the real world. Let's go back to store, right? Nicoroco.com/store. Go to it now. Nothing will be there. Now look, in my template, I'm using Hunter, by the way. I love the Brine family. Uh, really versatile template in Squarespace. I have all my categories on the left-hand side here. So if I click computer help, it'll filter it and it'll only show the computer services. If I click ebooks, it'll filter it and only show that ebook. If I click shirts, it'll show only shirts, etc. Or I can go all. So let's check out those two items that we made. We made the ebook, right? You can see that it was on sale. So it automatically styles it and shows the old price crossed out with the new price in red. Add ebook to cart. Yeah, I want to buy that too. Cool. Again, I haven't styled my store, so I don't have like a back to store option. I would do that. And then let's go check out our computer services. Maybe it's photography or like, wedding photography, or maybe it's graphic design, or maybe it's cleaning or handyman service or catering services, right? You can use this for your business and create a store where people can pay you online. We'll talk about the pricing in a second. All right, so what kind of service do I want? I want web design. Oh, cool. It's $1, but it's on sale for 50 cents. Definitely add that to the cart. But look, when I added to the cart, what did it ask me? This form popped up because I clicked require a form. What's your name? Nick Rocco. What's your email? Nick at boldlyfine.com. How many pages will your site be? Only if you chose web design. I did, so I'm going to say, oh, I want a 6-page website. There we go. Add it to the cart. Now it's added. If I click logo design, oh wow, that's $1 million. Um, I want it, but what did I do? I said I'm not doing any logo design, so it's out of stock. I can't add it to the cart as a user. Unable to add item. All right. So that's creating your online store, and we have products all set up. It's ready to go. Now, how do we connect it to your bank account? That's what everyone wants to know. So let's go back. You're going to click the top left corner and the arrow back button. We're going to go to settings. You would think you go to commerce. Let's see what commerce is. This is actually where you're going to run your store from. So you're going to see your orders, right? Here's one test order that I did for my webinar. And you can see that this is like an order that came in. You have the order number, when it was placed, the customer, their email, the total they spent, the payment, whether it's paid or not. And if I click it, it'll show me even more about that order. I'm gonna go back. By the way, you can filter this. You can filter it by pending orders or oh, sorry, you just hover. Pending orders or fulfilled orders or canceled orders. You can even search by their name or their email or the order number. So if someone calls you and say, "Hey, I had an issue with my order." Just type in the order number; it'll filter it out. Here's my inventory. These are all my products, right? So I have my awesome T-shirt, and I have gray extra small, gray medium, gray large, etc., all the way through, and it shows you the stock of each item right here. So that's if I need to check about my stock. If I want to change it, I can do it from here. Just click that button, or sorry, click that item. It'll bring up that product. I go to pricing and variance, and there's my stock right here. I'm going to change this, right? That's how I do it. Computer services, infinity, right? Unlimited, 0 for logo design. Digital download, unlimited. Why wouldn't a digital product be unlimited? Maybe you want to make it exclusive. I don't know. And not so awesome t-shirt. I have 0 gray and small. I only have 1 left of gray XL. I can even add a new product from here if I wanted, right? And then finally, discounts. This is a really cool feature if you want to offer discounts and coupons. Here's how you do it. I'm going to name the discount. I'm going to go January sale. So we can choose. We can show whether this is a percentage off, an amount off, or free shipping, right? I'm going to go percent off their order. 5%. Very generous coupon. And that applies to any order, or maybe orders over $500, or maybe just a single product. And then it'll bring up all of your products. Which product do you want it to apply to? I want to do my not so awesome t-shirt. So then we have the trigger type, right? Promo code has to be entered in. You can, if you have the upgraded business plan, you can do an automatic discount so that people don't have to type in a promo code. But if you don't have the upgraded Squarespace plan, you're going to have a promo code. So I'm going to type in like January or Jan 2018. You can make your own code, or you can click this button right here and it'll generate one for you, a random one. Pretty cool. And then we can schedule it. So I want this to go through January. So I'm going to start it on January 1st at 12:01 a.m. And I want it to go, I'm going to click out of that. And then I'm going to click expires January 31st at 11:59 p.m. Or I could say it never expires, right? It's a site-wide coupon that I offer all the time to certain people. If that was the case, then I would do, I would, call this like, maybe it's for my web design students. So student discount. I would change the percentage off. I would go amount off. Any order is like $80 off your order. I don't know. and I would change the code to like student. That's through January, right? I'm gonna do never expires instead. There we go. Save it. And now I have my one of my discounts here. Let's add another one. We're gonna go flash sale. We're gonna make this 50% off any order. The promo code FL1234. We're gonna start it. We're gonna start it February 1st, and we're gonna do it through February 3rd, right? And you can set the times as well, but we're gonna do it just for 2 days. It's a flash sale, 50% off everything. You see it all the time, like on Cyber Monday. That's how you would do this. Let's click save. And now we have one active discount, that student discount, and then a scheduled discount for February 1st. It's going to happen immediately, right? I don't have to go in here and enable it. It's scheduled, ready to go, and it's going to be effective come January 1st at 6:03 a.m. You can also see how many people have used it. So how many uses are there as well. Once this expires, it'll jump in the expired category and I can re-enable it if I want later on. So you don't have to recreate it. So that's your commerce panel. Now, back to setting the store up, connecting it, right? Go to settings. Under settings, we go down to commerce, the last panel. And right here is where I would click payments. Now I need to connect my bank account to my online store so that when people check out, they have a way to pay with a credit card, which we need to connect Stripe. Stripe is just like PayPal, an online merchant who offers services to accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover Card, and Apple Pay. Very convenient. It's the same. It's the same pricing structure as PayPal, where they have to take a cut, right? They're offering a service, so they're going to take 2.9% per transaction plus 30 cents per transaction. So apply that to your business, see how it affects it. Also, depending on what plan you're using for Squarespace, it's $12 a month for a personal plan. There's no e-commerce built into this. You have to have at least the business plan that adds e-commerce, but right, I can have a fully integrated e-commerce, unlimited products, donations, but Squarespace is going to take a 3% cut on top of Stripe's 2.9% transaction fee, right? So to get out of that, you need to upgrade to an online store. The basic plan starts at 26, or the basic plan is 26 per month if you pay for the whole year. And that's how you get out of the uh, transaction fee, right? No transaction fees, unlimited products. Same with the advanced plan. The advanced plan just adds abandoned cart recovery, which is pretty cool. It sends like an email to your customer 24 hours after they exit your store with items in your cart. So that's a good way to get people to come back to your store. Also real-time carrier shipping, so you can see, via USPS, UPS, FedEx where your package is so that people can uh, track their products as they're coming to you. And then automatic discounts, that's that discount we made. They don't have to type in a promo code. Depending on where they're coming from, you can make it so that if they come from a certain page or come from a certain area, that it's automatically applied. And gift cards. This is cool for an online store, right? You offer gift cards for your users. So that is the pricing. Now, again, to connect your online store, where are we at? Too many tabs open. Okay, so we need to connect an online merchant, right? So let's connect Stripe. We click connect Stripe. That's going to bring up this window right here. And you're going to say, okay, this is my new Stripe account. It's going to ask you for, your tax ID number. You should, as your business, you should probably have a tax ID. If you don't, it's okay. You have to put in the last four of your social though. Put in your business name, phone number, email, all that stuff, so that when people check out and they have a statement in their bank account, they're going to see where the payment came from. So I'm going to connect my Stripe account real quick, and I'm going to show you what it looks like after we do that. All right, so I've connected my Stripe account. It's ready to go. I could also connect PayPal. People love to pay with PayPal, so I would connect that as well. And then here I can set my store currency. Right? Maybe I'm not in the U.S. Maybe I'm in New Zealand, and I want to make my store in the New Zealand dollar base. You can do that there as well. British pound. There's all these different types of payment or types of currency you can use to start. I'm going to go U.S. dollar, not that. US dollar. Save it. Ready to go. So I connected my Stripe account and it's connected. So when people check out of my store, they're going to pay with their credit card and then Stripe is going to pay my bank account from that payment right there. So that's really how easy it is. It doesn't take much to set it up, but now it's ready to go. And I have this test mode. So I can set test mode to be on. And when that's on, I can test this out, which I want to do. I want to show you what it looks like when I'm checking out. All right, so let's finish up setting our store by going back to the settings. We set up payments, that's ready to go. Checkout, let's see what that has. We have abandoned checkout recovery. That is, again, only for that Squarespace plan, the top plan, where if I enable this, it's going to ask me to subscribe and update. I'm not going to do that. It'll automatically send customers an email reminder about their cart 24 hours after they abandon their checkout. So it'll say, hey, you had this stuff in your cart. Did you really mean to check out? You know, 90% of the time they probably did, but 10% of the time maybe they didn't and they wanted to check out and uh you save that checkout and they come back and buy from your store. Check out on your domain. Don't worry about that too much. It's an advanced topic where customers are rerouted to secure.squarespace.com. If you want them to check out through my custom domain, then uh that'll be done through Nicoroco.com instead. Newsletter. When my customers check out, I can have them sign up for my newsletter via MailChimp. So that's a really useful option to start building your campaign. Default country in address fields. If you're in Switzerland, you should probably set your default address field to Switzerland. I'll keep it to the United States. All right, shipping and mail and billing address. I can make this by default so that your shipping and billing address is copied over, and then customers can uncheck it if it's a different one. It's a little bit dangerous to do that. You want to make sure that they do it, but feel free to check that. Express checkout means instead of clicking add to cart and then going to my cart to check out, if you're only selling like one product, you should probably check this so that they can click buy and it goes straight to checkout because it's pointless to add something to a cart if you're not going to keep shopping. So I will uncheck that because I have four items. Shopping cart style. If I have a dark website, I can choose use light color scheme and it'll pop up in the top right corner. If I have a dark header, I'm going to style it custom so it doesn't matter. And then service quantity. So remember when I couldn't change anything in that services? This is where this is affected. So show the quantity field for service products anywhere they appear, allowing customers to buy more than one. So if I want someone to buy, 3 versions of something that I'm doing, then they can do that by clicking this button right here. Order number, if you want to, start your order number at a higher number, do that. All right, so additional fields, don't worry about that. That's more for collecting, more info just for your business, like their phone number. The checkout page, store policies. This is important to fill this out because they're going to see anything about your return policy. If you don't offer a return policy, you should probably put that right here. Say all sales are final. Terms of service, you should put those as well. You can have a lawyer draft it up. There's auto generators out there on the web. You should put something there though if you're selling an item online. And finally, privacy policy saying, we're not keeping your credit card information. We can't see that. It's true. You can only see the last 4 of anyone's credit card at any time. So it's important to say, I'm not going to sell your information to anybody so that people have trust in your website. Finally, invoices. So I can set different tax settings on my invoices so I can show how much tax I'm gonna be charging for a specific item. Um, I am not a tax professional at all, so I'm not gonna offer any advice on this, but, definitely read through this to make sure that your taxes are in order. When it comes to your invoices, you can set your invoices to be monthly or weekly or daily. Okay, let's go back. We just did checkout, customer accounts. If you have an upgraded online store account, you can make it so that your customers can come back and not have to fill in their information every time. It makes an account for them and they log in with a username and a password. This is a new feature from Squarespace. Really, really nice. It's only available for those upper business plans. Notifications. This is for, say if I want to get an alert when I only have 2 items left or 3 items left of this one specific product. That's where I can change that. Then you can customize your emails because your customers get emails throughout the ordering process. So they get one when the order is confirmed, right? This is the stock email that they get when the order is confirmed, right? Maybe I want to change that. I want to alter it. So the subject line, right? This is the subject that they get, new order confirmed with the item number. So I have percent %O is the order number, percent %S is the title of my website, right? So Nick Oroko is the name of my website, new order confirmed, percent %O is going to show the order number, right? So I want to say like new order confirmed. And then at the end of it, thank you so much, right? And I can change all of this. Order confirmed. You rock. You can see that it changes over here. Then here's the message itself. Looks a little Cody based, but don't let it freak you out. You can alter this by saying, okay, I don't want it to say, um, I don't want it to say your order confirmation is below. I want it to say, let us know if you have any questions. Anyways, that's how you would change the order confirmation email. And then you have an email for every other step of the way. So we have the order's fulfilled, the order was refunded, there was an abandoned checkout email that we talked about earlier, a welcome email when your customer creates an account if you have that set, a reset password and password updated. Those are only for customer accounts and abandoned checkout. This is only for that $40 a month Squarespace plan. But then we can change the header and the footer of all of our emails, right? You can add some custom code if you're fancy and make your emails look branded and nice. All right, cool. So now we have to go back. This is an important part. We need to add some shipping options, right? If you don't add any shipping options, there's no way for your customers to get the products that you're offering, especially only if they're physical products. If they're digital or service, then you don't need to worry about this. But right now, I'm working with some physical products. So I have to add some shipping. Let's add some shipping options. So click add shipping option. It'll show you the different types of shipping options we have. We have flat rate, which it's a flat fee for every item, for each item, depending on weight, right? That's if I'm putting in the weight of each item and I want to do it depending on the weight. And I can even calculate it with FedEx or UPS or USPS using their algorithms based on the weight, distance, and package size. I believe that's only for the upgraded. Yep, that's for Commerce Advanced Plan only. So that's the real time carrier rates. That's what you're getting for that $40 a month. So if you're doing a like legit online store with a bunch of products and you're selling a bunch of and you're selling a lot of products per month, then this would definitely be worth it, right? So it already has all these set up for you. But if I don't do that, then I'm going to cancel out. I'm going to add my own shipping, right? So I'm going to do a flat rate. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do option name FedEx. No, I'm going to do it through USPS. USPS Express Mail. That's just the regular, right? Per order or per item. I'm going to set it per order. It's going to be $20 per order. No, that's too much. $10 per order. Set it per item. That's I mean, if you're shipping individual items, you should probably do that. But if it's all going to go into one box, then I'm going to do it like this. Country restrictions. I'm only going to ship to the United States. If I want to change that, I can. I can add other countries. Like I can ship to Canada and I can ship to Mexico, neighbors. You want to ship to the rest of the world, you could do it just with one click of the button like that. But I'm only offering shipping to these 3 countries. So I'm going to save it like that. I will save. Let's add another couple options though. Let's do one more flat rate. We'll do like FedEx next day, right? Really high priority shipping per order. That's going to be $50. You got to check this out and figure out your own shipping rates, but this is how you do it. I'll save it. Let's do one more. Let's do one that's called international. And that's going to be to the rest of the world. Actually, what I would have to do is add every country that I would ship to. Um, and I could do ship to the rest of the world, and then people can choose that international, but somebody might accidentally do it in the United States, and then they're going to pay this crazy like $75 shipping fee. Uh, it's even if it's in the United States, but it's okay. We'll set it like that for now. So this is going to take some time for you to like work this out uh, to your own situation. So don't skip this over quickly. There's another service called ShipStation. You can connect it. It's starting at $9 a month, where you can print out mass labels for all of your like batches and just slap them on the box, bring them to the post office, and deliver them from there. And you don't have to like go to US or go to UPS, get printing labels shipped there. You can do them from home. Okay, real quick before we check out what it looks like to the user when they're checking out for shipping, I'm going to change one of these um, to be like crazy. I'm going to do per item. So I'm going to do a per order fee and per item. I'm going to go $65 per item, right? I want to show you how it affects the checkout process when you do per item or per order. Okay, so we have 3 shipping options. Let's see what it looks like in the online store. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to style this thing up, make it look good. Obviously, it looks a little weird. The images are really tall. It's hard to see. So I'm going to go to, I'm in my store. You have to start in your store. You have to get there somehow. I'm going to click Design, Style Editor. And in the Style Editor, this is where you hover over whatever you're trying to change. So right now I'm trying to change the whole store. So I'm going to hover somewhere in the blank space of the store. When I click that, that brings up all the different items that are affected by the style editor. So I'm going to click, maybe I just want to change this, right? I want to change the height of this. So I click that product and it shows these options, items per row. Let's do 3 items per row or 4 items per row. See how it dynamically affects that? Perfect. What's my image aspect ratio? I want it to be a square. I can change it to standard, which is a vertical, which it was set to already, maybe a widescreen, really widescreen. I wanted to go with a square. Great. So I have that set up. Maybe I want them to be a little bit tighter. Item spacing, bring them closer, right? That's pretty cool. And then you have all these different options, right? This is at least in the Hunter template, which is the Brine family. So that's why I love the Brine family, because this looks good to start. So now I have it. I have the item title. When I hover over the item, I don't want that. I want it to show below. So let's see how to change that. So right here where it says position, I'm gonna go under, and there it is. Now these are really big, so I'm gonna click them. That shows product details, title font, decrease the size. Maybe I want to change the font itself. There we go. I like that one. I can change the color. I can change anything on the font as well. Here we go. So let's now change Now, what here it says item hover behavior, show alternate image. Instead, I can do fade. So when I hover over it, it'll fade. If I choose show alternate image, when I hover over it, it'll actually change the like, remember I had those different colored shirts? That's how if I have the exact same image, different color, when I hover over it, it changes that, right? I have a separate image here. When I hover over that, it's kind of a nice feature. What else? Change the alignment to left or center. I like it centered. Then this product sort and filter, it's on the left side now. I can throw it on the right. I can throw it on the top. I'm gonna keep it on the left, or I could hide it, right? Maybe I don't have any like categories. I just want to show my 4 products that I have. All right, let's throw it on the left hand side. Last is the status badges, which is this sale block right here. So when I click that, it brings up the status badge. I can change the color of what's on sale. I want it to be bright red so everyone knows that it's there. And then I can change the font if I don't like that font. Maybe like something big and bold like that. Change the size of it, letter spacing, etc. Font weight. There we go. Style it up, make it look good. You can also change the positioning of it. I want it to be right in the middle. On the top, I want it to be in the middle of the entire thing. If you want to be on the bottom right, you can change that as well. Really simple. And then finally the padding, right? I can make this not so big and just I can show more of the picture that way. All right, pretty cool. All right, so we just changed that. Let's continue on. I'm pretty happy with my store now, so I'm going to save that. But I want to see what my product looks like, right? So let's click one of these products. Then it brings up the product page. Now I'm not happy with this. I want to change that. So anytime you're changing something in Squarespace, first you need to bring up what you want to change because I'm going to be clicking elements on the page that I want to change. So I bring up that product page. I click Style Editor. Now I'm editing the styles of this product page. It's the easiest way to do it. So I want to change this. So I click it. It shows me products layout. Now let's see what's going on here. So that's the spacing top and bottom, right? The top margin. The padding of just the item title. Now the gallery itself, this is what I want to change. Maybe I want to throw it on the left and put this is pretty common actually to have the image on the left and the item checkout on the right and about the item. So let's keep it like that. I changed it to slideshow. Right now it's stacked. Yeah, let's go to slideshow and let's adjust this width. There we go. It's getting much better. Aspect ratio, square. It's going to look weird like that because it is a tall image. So I'd have to change the focal point. Right now it's in the middle. I need to change it a little bit higher so that it would show the top of the image. Or I could just keep that aspect ratio a vertical image like this. All right, now this enable image zoom, it's not gonna work while I'm in the style editor, but when I have that image zoom set, it'll show you like, watch this. When I go to one of these items on my online store, when I hover over that item, it'll bring up that magnifying glass. If I click that, it'll zoom in for me right there, and then I can move around that image and see what it looks like better. That is if this is enabled, enable image zoom. The zoom factor, you can also change how much it zooms in. Then I did it on the click, but let's do it on the hover, right? I don't want to have to click. I want to just hover. There it is. Look. Oh, cool. Let's change the zoom factor down. So now it zooms in a little bit, but not crazy amount. That's how you would do it. Pretty cool that that's built into Squarespace for you. All right, so I'm pretty happy with how this looks. Now we have a slideshow, right? So instead of this was stacked before, this is what stacked looks like. I don't like it like that. I like it like a slideshow. So I'm going to go slideshow. Now I can click these different types or colors of shirts, and it'll show up. Sweet. So now it's looking good. It's all connected. People can check out. Let's see what it looks like as the user now when I add some stuff to my cart, right? Um, I already did that actually. So let's see what my cart looks like. I have 15 items in my cart. By the way, as you're styling your online store, we can mess with that cart and see what it looks like and change what it looks like. So let's hover over the cart itself, and that brings up the icons, right? The cart icon. I can change it to text where it shows cart 0, or maybe style bag. And it looks like a little handbag. Then there's cart, and that's the shopping cart, typical one. Then there's two alternates. There's cart alternate, which is a little bit more detailed, and bag alternate, which is, I don't like the look of that. I think it looks like a hand weight. So I'm going to stick with cart, right? And then there's two different parts of this cart. There's the cart itself, then there's the item icon. So I can change the quantity color, right? I want it to be like gray. So I'll change it to gray. Then maybe I want the text of the quantity to be black so that it blends in better with my banner right here. That looks better to me. So I'm going to save that and refresh my page. And this is going to change colors. There we go. All right. Cool. Let's go shopping. I want to get an ebook. Let's click the ebook. Oh, that's pretty nice. Cool. Okay. Yeah, add that to my cart. Great. I'm going to go back. This is bad UX because I don't have a store button or back to store. So don't worry about that. But let's go to all. All right, let's get some t-shirts. I'm going to add some double XL, 10 gray double XL t-shirts. Throw it in my cart. Oh, shoot. We only have one of that item available. Remember we set the inventory to only one? Okay, well, let's grab that last one. There we go. And you're gonna see my inventory is gonna go to 0 once I have that. All right, let's go back. Let's do some not so awesome t-shirts. Do blue. We'll do some extra smalls. We'll do some smalls. Killing me smalls. We'll do some mediums. And we'll do a couple more mediums in gray. Cool. All right, you can see my cart is loading up here. I have 29 items in there. Lastly, let's add some computer services. I'm going to add web design. It's a great deal. So I'm going to do like 7 websites. Oh, and it brings up, what's your name? Okay, well, my name is Nick Rocco. Add my email address. How many pages will your site be? I'll do 6 pages. There we go. That's added to my shopping cart. Great. What else do I want? Oh, I want to add some other computer services. I want upgraded RAM. I just need one of those. It's $1 million. Cool. So I'm going to add that to the cart. It's going to ask me again what my name is because every item I set to ask, pull this form up. Okay. Great. So we have 37 items in my shopping cart. I'm ready to check out. All right, let's check out. It's going to be crazy. Here's my shopping cart. I have a bunch of shirts. I have a digital book, an e-commerce book. I have some computer services for web design, type of service, web design, right? And I have a bunch of t-shirts, computer services, and then there's my $1 million upgrade RAM. So my subtotal is $1,753. Let's check out. So this brings your customer to the online secure checkout. You can see it's secure by up here in Google Chrome. It'll show you with the green secure lock icon. All right, add my email. And you can see that the store is not live, right? So this is just a test. It's gonna be going through the whole checkout process just to make sure it all works before I go live. And then once I click live, then it'll actually require to charge a real credit card for this to work. But let's test it out for now. Shipping. Okay, where are we shipping it to? To me. Connected to Google's API here, which is great. So I can find my address quickly. And then I click my shipping options, right? All right. So if I'm doing FedEx next day, it's $50. That's pretty steep, but I'm going to get all my products for, a certain. So it's FedEx next day, $50. Great. Oh, I forgot my promo code. How about my student discount? Student. Buy it. Cool. 50% off. Now it's only $500,000. Let's change my shipping though. So if I see when I click USPS Express Mail, that's $1,700 as opposed to $50. Why is that? It's because I changed the shipping cost to be $65 flat rate plus or $50 flat rate plus $65 per item. So you can see my shipping is going to be this much. All right, cool. That's great. Billing address, it's the same as my shipping address. So I will click that and I'll continue. It's going to ask for your credit card information for your payment, right? I would fill it in, but it's doing a fake one right now because I just want to, test this out. All right, cool. Let's purchase it. All right. My order of $502,141.50 at my store was confirmed. I should get a payment confirmation. Your purchase includes digital downloads. Get them here. And then you can see that my ebook was a digital download and I can only get it by using this link right here. It'll stay active for 24 hours, but then after that, I don't have access to it. So that'd be important to put in this email, right? So let's download it. There it is. It downloads. And there it is. That's my digital product that I paid $50 for. Cool. Let's see if I got an email. I think I did. I did. Cool. So I got a couple. I got my new order confirmation, right? A new order has been confirmed. You can see it's a test. Great. It shows the items that I bought. I can ask for support. I can ask for cancellation, etc. I have another email that says your digital download, and this is a link to my digital download. It says your purchase includes digital downloads. Click the links below to get the files. Note that they will expire within 24 hours of your first access. So I'm only going to have access to this for 24 hours. That's a great way to sell something to somebody and not have them have the link to it forever. But I also got this email, stock depleted, right? I have this t-shirt, awesome t-shirt. And remember I bought one of them that said I only had one left. Well, I got an email from Squarespace saying my awesome t-shirt is out. So I need to go replenish it or change the inventory or make it unavailable. So anyways, that is the online store in a nutshell and setting up e-commerce on Squarespace in a nutshell. It's a pretty hefty topic, hence the solo video just for this. And there's a lot more you can do with it. There's so much you can do with it that I haven't hit. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to email me. Shoot me a comment below and I'll answer it as soon as I can. But it just shows how easy it is for you to sell your own products online today and connect to your bank account so that you can be your own boss and create that business that you've been talking about and start selling cookies or start selling your services online. Start doing your services and having people pay you online for them, like wedding photography or plumbing, whatever it is. So I hope you learned a lot from this. I hope you got a lot out of it. And again, I'm here to answer your questions if you have any. So thanks for watching and see you next time.